Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how you can deploy a Deno application on the cloud. For our deployment, we are going to use Amazon Lightsail. Here I have a very simple Deno server that we are going to deploy onto the Lightsail. In order to start with this tutorial, you need to have Docker installed on your machine. You can go to docker.com and install Docker from there. Once you register on Docker Hub, you will be ready to start the deployment. I already have Docker installed on my machine. As you can see, Docker is running. Now we can continue. In order to start the deployment, we will have to create a Docker file on the root of our project. This Docker file will contain the main Deno image that will run our application. We have exposed our application on port 8000. Once we have created the Docker file, we will also create the Docker Compose file. A Docker file is used to build Docker images, and a Docker Compose file is used to build Docker container. We have named this container to Deno test container, and the name of our Docker image is Deno test image. We have mapped the port 8000 to 8000 on our local computer. Now we are ready to test this container on our local machine. Let's give it a try. Now I will open my terminal and paste the following command in my terminal. Once I have pasted the command, I will press enter. This command will build my Docker image. Once the Docker image has been built, we are ready to run this application on the local machine. Now, in order to run this container, I will paste the following command, docker compose up, and it will run the container on my local machine. Now that our server is listening, let's give it a try. I will type localhost 8000 to see if our server is listening. And as you can see, the server is listening. Let's deploy it on AWS Lightsail. Now I will press Ctrl C on Windows to stop this server. Before we deploy this application onto the AWS, we have to push this image on Docker Hub. Now I have pasted a Docker command which tags our image. I have tagged my image origin/Deno test version 0.0.1. We will press enter. Once we have tagged our image, we will push this image to the Docker Hub. Once we have pushed our image to the Docker Hub, I will log into AWS Lightsail dashboard. Now I am logged into Amazon Lightsail. I will go to the Containers tab. Here I will create a new container service. I will go with the free one. I will press Setup Deployment, specify a custom deployment. I will type the container name. You can type anything here. Now we will type the Docker Hub image tag. It's the same tag that we've assigned when we were pushing the Docker image. Now we will open a port. We will open port 8000. You can also add the environment variables here. Now we will select the default container. We will give our service a name. Now we will press Create Container Service. Now we will have to wait for a few minutes for our service to start. Okay, cool. Now you can see my service is running. Let's check it out. As you can see, we have successfully launched our Deno application on AWS Lightsail. Let me close the tab. Now, if you encounter any kind of error during the deployment, you can scroll down a little bit and you can open the logs from here. You will be able to debug any kind of issues with your application during the deployment here. Once you debug your application should be running completely fine. If you want to deploy another version of your application, you can just press modify your deployment. Scroll down a little bit. You can upload a new version of the image to the Docker Hub and you can change the version of the image here. Once you change the version of the image, you can press save and deploy and your deployment will be updated successfully. Now you can launch your first Deno application on AWS Lightsail. I hope you like this video and you will subscribe my channel. This will encourage us to create more videos like this. Have a great day.